All right, friends, so I have issued myself a personal challenge, which is to do a live stream every weekday until the end of October, which I know is just another week. But the reason I did this is I just got off a coaching call with a woman who's struggling to take her career to the next level. And a lot of what we talked about and what I want to share here is why aren't we all more successful? And so the reason that I'm doing this challenge is because doing Facebook Lives is just slightly out of my comfort zone. I love public speaking. I'm not someone who gets scared by public speaking, but speaking into a phone when, there aren't necessarily people there. It's out of my comfort zone. And what I do with my coaching clients all the time is expand their comfort zone. And so the reason that you aren't more successful, or we all aren't, is I'm gonna break it down into three big reasons. And the first reason is that you've been trained to think that you are this little tiny human that has to face the world alone. And so when you set a goal for yourself, it's often feels like you're trying to move a mountain. So the first thing you have to remember is that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And because you are a spiritual being, the wisdom and power of the universe is at your disposal when you know how to unlock it. But you forget, and so you struggle and you strive, and you've been encoded with this survival consciousness that doesn't serve you. And so, 3 years ago, I made a huge pivot in my career. I had been working mainly in alternative education, self-directed education, and I was kind of burnt out. I decided there's just no way to innovate in that space right now. And I think things will change, but for me, it was time to take a break. And so I went back to my roots. I got certified as a coach 20 years ago. And so I really started, accepting more coaching clients because I had more time. And I see over and over again that people are limiting themselves with their survival consciousness and their false beliefs about who they are and what they're capable of. And my job is simply to tell people the truth. I don't find their answers for them. I point them to where their answers are hidden within them. So the first reason people limit their success is because they think that they're just this small little, meat sack carrying around a brain, and they have to figure it all out with their noodle. And that's not how it works. The second reason that people limit their success is because they don't understand that they are here to thrive. And when there's something that you fear, like for me, this little fear of a Facebook Live, it means that you absolutely 100% need to take that action. And it's not about doing affirmations so you're not scared to do it. It's that when you do something like that, you're turning your fear into power. And you turn your fear into power by seeing that it's a lie, that it's just an illusion. Because given that you are a spiritual being, given that everything is consciousness, everything arises within you, you are this impersonal awareness, then you realize that nothing can hurt you. So what is there to be afraid of? If you say something, like let's say I say something on this live stream and it really offends someone, well, they can unfriend me or they can ignore me, but those actions, there's nothing that somebody else does that can hurt me in any way. And so when you realize that you are the source of your power, that you are the source of your well-being, and you shatter this survival consciousness, and you shatter the illusion that you need approval and that you need to be part of the group for your safety and security. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I worked in alternative education, is because I saw that our schooling process, irrespective of the wonderful individuals that are trying to educate children, the process of schooling is designed to break people's spirits so that they conform, and so they do their schoolwork and they sit still and they be quiet and they obey an outside authority. And so since birth, you have been trained to be passive, to obey, to be fearful. And so that is why it is so easy for other people to coerce us using fear. And you see so much fear porn in the news right now because people are trying to get you on their side. There's an agenda. So if you understand that you are this spiritual, limitless, conscious being, you are just consciousness, nothing can hurt you. That the second step is do not connect your success to your self-worth. If you're thinking, when I get that promotion, when I make this amount of money, when I do blah, 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 when I get the perfect mate, I get the house, I get the car. If anything in the external world, you are attaching that to your self-worth and your value, then you're playing a losing game because the stakes are then too high. And you will not get the success you want because you've put your life on the line. So the best way to succeed is to follow your strategic intuition, which you all have once you know how to plug into it, and take the action that's in front of you and do not worry about the outcome. Don't worry about it. That's not your business. Your business is to take the action, but we all get these little nudges, right? And it's like, oh, do this, do that. And then what do? We psych ourselves out. We go into our survival consciousness and say, oh, if I do that, I won't be safe. If I do that, I might get ridiculed. People might not like it. And so what you need to do is the moment you get that intuitive hit, that there's something in front of you that needs to be done, just do it. Don't analyze it. Do not fall into analysis paralysis. So if any of this resonates with you, I'm going to be doing live streams through October, and then I'm probably going to switch it to the new Facebook group that I'm starting called Success Codes, because I want a container where we can have more of a conversation about this. But this is my opportunity to kind of share the wisdom that I'm unearthing with my coaching clients, with all of you. Because every coaching conversation that I have actually increases my power, my resilience, and my wisdom. So, here we go. Let's enjoy the rest of October.